So 3rd and 4. McCarthy takes the snap. Quick pass out to Jones, who's got a wide open lane for a first down. And he blows through the Lions defender there. The stadium stands silent. The battlefield awaits. Shadows stir, legends awaken. Tonight, the clash begins. Join the Night Watch and let's sim the battle and rule the night together. Welcome to NightKnightSims. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So this will be week 9, and we're going to be taking on the Detroit Lions at Ford Field. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. For those of you that this is your first time watching, welcome to the channel. I'm Night Knight. Make sure you hit that like button, comment what you think down below, and if you haven't yet, make sure you guys subscribe so you can stay tuned to all the updates that are coming out. I've got this franchise. I've got the Anchor Storm Tusk franchise that comes out on Thursdays now. We just did the expansion episode recently, and then this coming Thursday we're going to have the first preseason action with our expansion team, and we're going to have an updated slider set coming out soon as well. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And I did restart everything because I had to go through because I couldn't get all of our players off of injured reserve that were injured from beginning of the season, so I did remake the franchise so we have our full roster back. And then I simmed it with the correct losses that we had. As you can see, we're 1-6, and somehow Detroit ended up 5-2. So it is what it is on that, but let's go ahead and get started. So it looks like we're going to have a storyline, so let's go ahead and check out this film room prep.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Okay, so critical game this week. What are you seeing in the film? I noticed they try and game plan away from what I think is a very suspect linebacking group. We can attack that. Have our receivers work the seam or sit in the middle of the field. We can pick them apart. Yeah, I've seen Detroit play, and I don't necessarily think that's exactly it. But when we run, it's only going to take one guy getting into the second level for us to break out chunk plays. We just have to play. I know I should probably just agree for whatever the storyline is, but I think we need to focus on us and get the running game going. That's something I want to try to do. I'm hoping that we can get our rushing attack going. Yep, our approval decreased. And we lost 5 approval, so that's okay. But it is what it is. +3 break tackle for our running backs for game 1. Okay, cool. Alright, so now we need to talk strategy for this week's matchup. Music players coach about to put on a clinic. I have to worry about a thing. 20, 30 carries, whatever you need, I got you. Okay, Aaron. I figured you wouldn't have a problem with this approach, Aaron, but this is a team effort. Yep, I'm hoping we have some rotation. We definitely want to see Mason in there. We need to control the ball, we need to control the game. Simple as that. Yes. And I wish they'd do this in real life and stick with the running game. Something for some reason they have not done in real life when they should. We have a pretty decent running game, and play calling always gets away from it. I don't understand. But let's go ahead and we'll do the weekly strategy for this week. Everything is already loaded in, active for when I was starting for all that for the play sheets. We're going to get out of these passing play sheets. Let's do a heavy strong. And then for defense, we're going to do knuckle mug. Nickel mug should work because we do have some nickel runs, nickel packages that we're going to work with. And I want to focus on the run game, so hopefully this will pull more of the run calls out of our playbook than normal. I know this confuses a lot of people, so these play sheets don't override your playbook. It's kind of like a guide. So your playbook is still the base playbook, and then the abilities and then the play sheets kind of give it the tendency it would more often call plays that are on these play sheets, and then like the abilities that we have, they kind of act as the which we don't have any on right now, but these would act as kind of a buff and would determine how good or not good the plays on these play sheets tend to run. So a lot of people I've noticed think that when you put in a play sheet, it completely overrides the playbook, and it does not. That's why you're having a lot of issues in places. And I had one here, and I didn't catch it at first. But that's why you have issues when you're running play sheets with plays that aren't specifically in your playbook. Like, let's say, I'm running a vertical power run scheme now. So if I end up running a West Coast play sheet, it's going to throw off the AI logic. It's going to confuse the AI. So no matter how well you have sliders or settings or anything like that, you're going to confuse the AI because it's trying to lean towards tendencies that are not in your base playbook. And so, yeah, that causes a lot of the issues, and that's where those bad animations come from, and there's where a lot of that comes from. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump onto trainer abilities. Let's see what we've got unlocked for them. So wear and tear during games. Let's do the attribute penalty. So less of a penalty for that, I think, would be best for now. So we're going to, or should I do recover? No, because I want to see proper rotation, so I don't want to recover quicker, but I do want to see, Aaron get a little bit more carries than Jordan. So I think we should just do the impact, and let's see how that works. All right, let's confirm that, and then let's go ahead and in our training, we've got our focus players, and let's go ahead and jump into here. And as usual, I scroll down, and unless they're 3 or less, we do full pads. So like this one, we've got 3, so we're going to half pad Van Ginkel to get some of that stamina back, so to speak, or wear and tear impact worn off. And that's what we're going to do for training for this week. And we got some upgrades. Like Donovan Jackson, we're going to upgrade his power. And he's week to week with the dislocated shoulder. Okay. And then Dallas Turner, we're going to do your power moves. So I'm trying to really lean. I'm really liking. I want to try to lean into a vertical power run for the offense and a disguise 3-4 on defense. So that's what I'm kind of leaning to. So that's why I'm kind of switching things out around a little bit. We are using the Lions playbook on offense now and the Ravens playbook for defense. Just so you guys are updated on that, in case you were curious. Ingram, I guess I'm up to a 70, and I hit power. I'm +2 on power moves. Nice. Okay. And then Jay Ward, we're going to go hybrid. That gets him to a 70 finally. And we get awareness, man coverage, tackle, and +4 to zone coverage. Nice. So that'd be a big plus for when he's in there. And we're not going to negotiate yet. We're not going to scout yet. We'll do that a little bit later. And yeah, looks like let's go ahead and jump in the game. Looks like they're coming out in a single back formation on this one. He's going to hand it off, and he goes nowhere. Great tackle there by Cashman for no gain on the play. Now they're going to line up in an I formation. Going to fake the handoff to Gibbs. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be dropped. So 3rd and 10. It's a good thing. Our defense needs those breaks when they can get them, especially against this QB. And he's got a connection, and that's going to be a first down and more. And he's going to go all the way in for a Detroit Lions touchdown. Unreal. But now here comes J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings offense for their first drive. So McCarthy's going to line up on his center. He's going to look to pass. And he's got a bullet that's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down to the 45. First pass of the game is an interception by Terrion Arnold. So Detroit's going to have the ball back. After going right down the field for a touchdown, they have a chance to take a 14-0 lead here at home. And it's going to be caught by Williams again. That's to the 40, a gain of 5. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5. Goff's looking, and he's got another pass to Williams there over the middle, and it's going to be 1st and 10 now with that first down gain of about 6-ish, it looked like. Got to hand it off to Gibbs, who goes nowhere. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 9 now from the 30.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And Goff has a pass across the middle again for a gain of about 6. It'll be now 3rd and 3. And that's also been a weak point of ours. We've been getting beat all season with passes into the middle. And pretty much the deep bombs and then across the middle has been a weak point for us. But that was a good stop on 3rd down. And, of course, Detroit's going to go for it. O'Connell's going to call a timeout here on Minnesota. But it's 4th and inches. See if we can get a huge momentum stop here. And we do not. It's going to be another Lions touchdown. But hopefully we get the ground game going. I would really like that. Going to hand it off to Jones and doesn't get anything. A loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11. He's going to come out. He has Jones off to the side. Does fakes to Jones and then throws to Jones and gets no gain on the play. 3rd and 11. So now you got Jones to his left. You got Jefferson at the bottom of the screen. Going to send Hawkinson in motion. Good pickup by Jones there. And Addison's going to get just enough for a first down. It looks like possibly he's going to be just inches short. They're going to get 4th and inches, and I'm guessing Addison's the one that's hurt. And we're going to go for it. This is probably going to be a sneak by McCarthy. Nope, they're going to hand it off to Mason, who gets a gain of about 4 on the play. So 1st and 10 for the Vikings. We've got Jones back in there. Got to hand it off to Jones, who's going to make it around the outside and gets a gain of about 2 on the play. So 2nd and 8. That's what I like to see. Let's stay on the ground for a little while and get this running game going. That will help open up our play action, and then maybe McCarthy can actually throw some there. Got a completion of Thielen over the middle there. Got another injury timeout. This one's going to be Reeder. So now 3rd and 3. 7:21 to go here in the first quarter. McCarthy's going to take the snap, and he's going to air it out to Naylor, and he overthrows him. And we're going to give Detroit back the ball. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 26 with 7:13 to go here in this first. Goff takes the snap, hands it off Gibbs, who was met immediately by a gang of purple. And it's a loss of 3 on a play, 2nd and 13. Gibbs gets away quickly, and that pass is going to fall incomplete. He overshot his receivers there, so now it'll be 3rd and 13. 3rd and long is one thing the Vikings have been pretty good with this season, in our franchise at least. Let's see if we can get another key stop when it matters. And we do not. We leave Williams wide open again, and it's going to be a huge gain on the play down to the 45-yard line, and it's now 1st and 10 again for the Lions. Goff's going to fake the handoff to Gibbs, and he's going to air this one deep, and it's going to be knocked away. Great job by Isaiah Rodgers there to knock that pass away. It's 2nd and 10. Hopefully we can get some pressure with our line. So I'm playing another air ball, and it's going to be to a wide open Gibbs. Unreal. All right, so we're going to take up after the kickoff. We're going to be 1st and 10 at the 21. 6:02 to go. We're down 21-0. We're going to fake the handoff to Mason, or that was Jones. And McCarthy's going to throw it over, and it's not going to get very far for hand there. Gain of about 6 on the play, and it's 2nd and 4. McCarthy's going to look, and he's got a scramble, and he's got an open lane and was able to get a first down, 7 yards on the play. It's now 1st and 10 from the 35. And maybe this offense can start to come alive and maybe eventually make a game out of this thing. Going to send Jefferson in motion. And we're going to throw it to Jefferson short and let him try to make something out of nothing and gets a gain of about 4. So now 2nd and 6. Well, that's smart. None of these deep bombs. We don't need those. Get it in our playmakers' hands. Let them work their magic. And maybe not get stuck behind your own players. And now we've got an injury timeout. And J.J. McCarthy, it looks like, is injured on the play. So the one thing we're all want to see in real life, we're going to get to see first in our franchise. It's Brosmer time. So we have Maxon. Let's see, and he's got to scramble for his first play in the NFL. That's got to be a scramble of about 13 yards. And it's a first down for the Vikings. Maybe this is the momentum turn we needed. As much as I think JJ is going to be just fine, maybe in this franchise, this is going to be a, Brosmer show. You never know. So, loss of 1 on that play. Here we go, 2nd and 11. Going to hand it off to Jones, who has a wide open hole up the middle, and it's a first down run, a gain of about 12 on the play. So now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. We're in field goal range already. Oh, and that's going to be an offsides or encroachment by the defense. Or neutral zone infraction, I guess is what they're going to call it. No, they're going to call it encroachment. Okay. I was going to say, I figured they might have taken it to that next step, but they didn't. So it's a 5-yard penalty, 1st and 5. Going to come out in I formation. You got Ham and Jones in the backfield. Jefferson at the bottom of the screen. Going to fake the handoff to Jones. And McCarthy's back in, and McCarthy's going to run. So the Brosmer show is over. McCarthy's back, and he's getting abused by the Lions. And he's talking crap right back. So maybe that's going to put a fire under him, and he's going to will this team to a victory here in Detroit. Going to send Jefferson in motion. He's going to fake the handoff again. He's going to shoot it down to Jefferson, who's going to run up the sideline for a gain of about 7 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 3 now. We're at the 18-yard line, 2:22 to go here in this first quarter. And looking to get on the board for a first time, and it's going to be a nice air out there to Jones, and it's going to be a 1st and goal for our Vikings. And McCarthy's going to come out with an empty backfield. And he's going to scramble in the middle with a wide open hole, and it's a Vikings touchdown. All right, so Lions are going to take over after kickoff. 1st and 10 at the 28. Goff's looking to pass. He's going to pass it over the middle to Gibbs, who's going to get a gain of about 12 on the play. And that's 204 yards already for Goff in the first quarter. So hopefully this defense can tighten down. Our pass defense is horrendous. Going to hand it off to Gibbs, and apparently our run defense is too today. Jeez. And that's a run of about 18 for Gibbs there, and it's now 1st and 10 from the 42. And that's going to go incomplete. 2nd and 10 now.
Jameson Williams, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They hand it off to Gibbs, who's met immediately. Gain of 1 on the play. I guess we did pretty good with Gibbs. He's only got 17 yards on 5 carries. And it's now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Maybe we can get a stop here, hold it to a field goal or something. And we're going to force him to throw it away. It's a 4th down for the Lions. And they are going to attempt this. It's going to be a 57, 58-yard field goal attempt here, almost right in the middle. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So Detroit adds to their lead with the long field goal. All right, and so the Vikings are going to take over. 1st and 10 at the 22 after that kickoff. Going to do a toss out to Jones, who can't make it around the edge. It's a loss of 1 on the play. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. All right, so we're back here now. At the end of 1, it was Detroit 24, Minnesota 7. So here we are, 2nd and 11. 12 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And Vikings going to hand it to Jones, and it's going to be a gain of 1 or 2 on the play. So now it's 3rd and 9. McCarthy's going to take the snap, and he's going to try to scramble because he had nothing downfield. Okay, so after the punt, Detroit's going to take over here at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, 11:09 to go. Goff's going to take the snap, and he's going to add to his passing stats with the pass over the middle there for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. And our defense just cannot get a stop on these passes. Get Williams, already over 100 yards for the game, and it's only the second quarter.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Lions first down.
And he's going to have his tight end over the middle, it looked like. And it's a gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4. And he's going to be off on the throw. It's 3rd and 4. It slightly overthrew his receiver there. So let's see if we can get a stop here. We cannot. It's going to be a pass to Williams for another first down. So now they're up to the 47-yard line. Hands it off to Gibbs, who's made immediately by Eric Wilson there. It's going to be a gain of 2 on the play, so 2nd and 8. It's going to do some motioning at the line here. Gibbs takes a snap, or Goff takes the snap, and he's going to scramble on his own, and he's going to slide before Metellus would have walloped him had he stayed up. It's 3rd and 4 now after that run by Goff. Going to send Gibbs in motion, top to bottom. And it's going to be incomplete. He threw it at his feet. It's another 4th down, and they're going to go for it. So this could be a huge momentum turn right here if the Vikings can get a stop. This could be what we need to get back in this game. And instead, we leave Williams wide open again. And it's another Lions conversion on 4th down. And it's now 1st and 10 at the 32. I have a feeling the Lions are going to score on pretty much every single one of their possessions this game. And that's another shot over to Gibbs. That's a first down, gain of 11 on the play. It's now 1st and 10 at the 22. And he's going to get caught, and he's going to get brought down finally after a gain of about 5. Goff is just picking us apart at this point, and then Gibbs is just running wild and free here apparently. And now Van Ginkel is injured. So now it's going to be 1st and goal from the 4. And if they score here, I'm going to say that's pretty much the game already. And that pass was to no one, apparently. Casper's playing today for Goff. Maybe he's turning into Darnold and seeing ghosts. That would be a good thing for us right now. It's going to do a screen over to Gibbs, who's wide open for another Lions touchdown. All right, so McCarthy and the Vikings are going to take over after the kickoff. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 26, 6:46 to go in the first half. And McCarthy's got to connect with Naylor for a gain of 5 on that pass. So 2nd and 5 now at the 31. Looks like you got Thielen and Jefferson at the bottom of the screen. Like I said, we're going to head off to Jones, who gets about 1 on the play. So 3rd and 4. McCarthy takes the snap. Quick pass out to Jones, who's got a wide open lane for a first down. And he blows through the Lions defender there, makes a few jukes, cuts past by about 2, and is finally brought down at the 49-yard line. Heck of an effort there by Jones. And we're going to hand it off to Jones again. Or this one's to Mason, maybe. Yeah, that looks like it's Mason in there now. Rumbled and tumbled down the field for 7 yards. Now Jones is back in there. This one's going to be a fake to Jones, and we're going to mail it to Thielen, who's go wide open, and he's going in for a Vikings touchdown. All right, so now after that kickoff, we're going to be Lions ball again. 1st and 10 now at the 30, and let's see if our defense can get some momentum off of that. It's going to be a pass of about 4 yards there, so 2nd and 6. First half's winding down, 4:33 to go. Goff's going to hand it off to Gibbs, who got stuck for a second and then kept going, and he's going to be brought down by Isaiah Rodgers. And it looks like they have a linebacker, Sewell, is injured on the play, so it's 3rd and 2. They're at the 38. A stop here would be big for us to be able to maybe score again before halftime. And it's going to be a first down for the Lions instead, and they shed the first tackle. Murphy Jr. whiffed on his tackle, but luckily we had backup come in and arrive on time. So it's going to be 1st and 10 again for the Lions, now at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Goff has a pass across the middle. This one's a gain of about 7.
Complete to Alvin.
So now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the
And
40
Goff is taking some time. He's going to get it, and he's got a wide open receiver. He's got his tight end for a gain of about 8 or 9 on the play. It's going to be now 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. They are back in field goal range. Going to hand it off to Gibbs, who tries to go in the middle. Harrison hits him, and he's going to shake a few tacklers, and that's going to be another Lions touchdown. And Gibbs just, with his agility, just shook the boots off of a couple Vikings defenders. All right, so here we go. 2:53 left to go in this first half. The Vikings going to take back over after the kickoff. 1st and 10 at the 30. Got to hand it off to Mason, who gets nowhere. Maybe 1 on the play, so 2nd and 9. Looks like we're giving Jones a breather. Oh, no, Jones back in there, and then McCarthy's going to go down for a sack. It's an 8-yard loss on that sack. It's now 3rd and 17. I said Hawkins had a motion. And now we're at the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go, 38-14 Lions. It's 3rd and 17 for the Vikings at their own 23. McCarthy takes the snap. They send a blitz. They're going to have a screen for Jones set up. And Jones is going to have some room, and he's able to get a Vikings first down. A gain of 19 or so on the play. Clock's ticking. We're not calling a timeout yet. We do have 2 remaining. It's 1st and 10 now at the 40. McCarthy takes the snap. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be knocked away by the Vikings. And, I wish I could rewind this live action. Somebody just got blown up by somebody back there. I just saw a Detroit Lions defender just fly to the ground. McCarthy's going to take the snap, and he's going to have Hawkinson over there for a gain of a couple on the play, so 3rd and 5. That's all right. Let's keep moving. Let's at least get some points out of this. I mean, we need to try to get back into this game. So, and he's got to airmail this one. He's going to throw it deep. And it's intended, and it's caught. It's a Vikings touchdown to Ty Felton, our rookie receiver. All right, so after the kickoff, it's going to be a 1st and 10 now for the Lions. And let's see if our defense can get a stop here. We don't want them to get any more points before the half. Keep them in bounds. Let them just run out the clock. That's fine. Oh, the Lions are going to call a timeout. So looks like they're going to try to get some points out of this, obviously. I was hoping they'd just kind of run it out, but looks like Goff is going to try to work his way down the field. He's got a man over the middle. It's going to be just enough for another first down, so it's 1st and 10 now at the 36. But they're letting the clock tick this time. Quick pass, and he's going to stay in bounds. So they're going to have to call a timeout, and that's 300 passing yards for Goff already in this game. And he's got a wide open receiver again. It's now 2nd and 5 at the 45. They're just outside field goal range, I want to say. So if we can get a stop here, that would be good. This is where we need a sack or a stop or something. And he's just going to throw it out of bounds to stop the clock. So now it's 3rd and 5. We wanted that clock to keep running. So for once, we had great coverage down the field, it looked like, because Goff wasn't able to get a throw off. And that's going to be short and out of bounds, so 4th and 3. Now, this could be something after a beautiful punt. It's now 1st and 10 at the 1, 11 seconds and 2 timeouts. Let's see what we do. Going to hand it off to Ham, it looks like, and he's going to get forward for a gain of about 11 on the play, and we're just going to call it quits from there. All right, so we're going to start off the second half after the kickoff. Vikings get the ball first. 1st and 10 now at the 25. We're going to hand it off to Jones, who's going to run forward for a gain of about 2 on the play. So McCarthy's going to be in shotgun, it looks like. He's got Jones to his left, who's going to go out. And McCarthy's got to take it. He's got a first down. He makes a cut, and he's going to slide down just shy of the 50s. They're going to mark it down to the 46. Great read there by McCarthy to see an open lane up the middle and to just take advantage of it. This one's going to be handed off to Jones, who's met by a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. We got Xavier Scott, and this pass goes to Xavier Scott. It's going to be a gain of 1 on the play. So 3rd and 9. Got Hawkinson at the bottom of the screen. That's Xavier Scott in there. It's going to go to Xavier Scott again, who gets a block by O'Neal, and he could not make the man miss, and it's now 4th down. All right, so Detroit's going to take over after the punt. 1st and 10 at the 22. Is going to hand it off to Gibbs, who's swallowed up in the backfield. 2nd and 9 now. And it's going to be a quick pass out to Williams, who has an open lane and some. He's going to get brought down finally. But that's going to be another Lions first down. Going to hit this one off to Gibbs, who has an open lane up the middle. He gets walloped pretty hard there, but still a gain of about 14 on the play. It's 1st and 10 now at the 38. Send a man in motion, fake the handoff to Gibbs. And Goff is going to get sacked. You've got Hitman Smith in there. You had Cashman in there. You had a whole gang of Viking defenders in there. And that's going to be a huge loss. A loss of 11 on that sack. It's now 2nd and 21, and they are now knocked out of field goal range. So great blitz call there. Lots of motion. And he's got Jameson Williams over the middle again. And it's going to be a gain of about 9, so 3rd and 12. They're at the 41. And that's going to fall incomplete, and they're at the boundary of field goal range. Let's see what they decide to do. They're going to go for it. This is going to be a 58-yard attempt here. Right down the middle, and the kick is no good. Let's see if we can turn this into some points and turn this into a suddenly 10-point game, and that's Mason up the middle for about 5. And it looks like it's going to be the Mason show for a little bit maybe. Pass over the middle to Hawkinson for a gain of 4, 3rd and 1. And what are we doing? Really? That's the play call we're going to do with him? And we're going to go for it. Okay, so 4th and 2, and we're going for it. Going to send Hawkinson in motion. We're going to hand it off to Mason, who tries to power his way but could not get enough, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Mason was trying to will himself forward, but just couldn't get a second burst on that second defender. So it's 1st and 10 for the Lions now at the 43. And Goff's got Williams, and that's going to be a first down and more. That's a gain of about 15 on the play. It's his 10th catch of the game. And they've already got 450 total yards halfway through the 3rd quarter. And this one's going to be to the tight end over the middle, gain of 3 on a play. And this game shows that it's not that the sliders are broken, it's just our defense is this bad. I mean, that's what it really is. And it's going to be another first down by Gibbs. No, they're going to call it just short, 3rd and inches. So Vikings got a blessing there in disguise. Let's see if they can stop this. This is probably going to be a sneak by Goff, and it is. It's going to be another Lions first down. So Goff's under center. He's got a pass over the middle again to the tight end. It's now 2nd and inches after a gain of just over 9. 3:57 to go here in this 3rd quarter. And we sent a blitz, and the pressure got to him, and then the hit caused the drop. And then Van Ginkel was in, and now he's hurt again. So it's now 3rd and inches. And we're probably going to do another sneak. So now it's another Lions first down. 1st and 10 now at the 19-yard line. Got a false start by the Lions. It's now 1st and 15. Oh, broke some ankles and got to get tackled just shy. I thought that was going to be a touchdown for Montgomery. What? No, it'll be 1st and goal now at the 4. And he's not going to get in. Gain of 2 on the play. Jet sweep attempt. Got him 2 on it, but did not get across. See if our defense can stand strong once again. And it does. We're going to get it for a loss of 1 on the play. Great job by Blake Cashman there on the tackle. So now 3rd and goal at the 3.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
And he's going to get the throw off, and it's going to be a Lions touchdown. Another one for Jamo. All right, so after the kickoff, Vikings are going to take over. 1st and 10 at the 28. McCarthy under center, Jones in the backfield. You've got Oliver there on that edge. And Jones is going to push his way through for a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 now at the 31. He's got McCarthy back in shotgun. He's got Jones to his left. Addison, or is that Jefferson at the bottom of the screen? And he's going to get a connection to Thielen, it looks like, for a gain of about 13. It's now 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Xavier Scott's in there. And we're going to get this one to Jefferson, who drops it on the hit. And it's now 2nd and 10 because of the drop. McCarthy's looking, and he needs to get rid of that ball. He's holding it way too long, and Hutchinson finally comes around and gets a sack on him. So now it's 3rd and 18. So it's going to be Lions ball again now. 1st and 10 after the punt at the 24-yard line. And he's got Jamo again for a gain of 9 on the play. And that's 200 yards on the game for Jamo.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
It's going to be a first down for Gibbs and more. 1st and 10 now. They're up to the 41-yard line. All right, so now start of the 4th quarter. It's 1st and 10 for the Lions. They're at the 41-yard line. Goff's under center. Gibbs in the backfield. It's going to send Jamo in motion. It's going to be a sweep to Jamo, who's going to get met by Metellus right away. And he gets a little bit of help there. So gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4. Offside eye now.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Going to hand it off to Gibbs, who breaks the first tackle, and he's kind of break a couple of them before he finally gets slammed down. 1st and 10 now at the 42. Goff takes the snap, and it's almost picked off by Byron Murphy. Oh, that could have been a momentum changer. I mean, we're down by, what, 24, but comeback's very unlikely, but there was a chance there, and great job there to read out the run. Loss of a couple on the play. 3rd and 11 now for the Lions. Gibbs in the backfield to the right of Goff. I said Jamo over a little bit from bottom. He's still on the bottom, but he went up just a tad. I thought he was going to cross with the other guy, and that's going to be a throw over to Gibbs short, and it's going to be a 4th down. 4th and 4. And they're going to go for a field goal. This will be a 53-yard attempt from the right hash. The kick is up, and the kick is good. All right, so after the kickoff, McCarthy and the Vikings take over. 1st and 10 at the 26, 9:35 to go in the game, down by 27. Going to fake the handoff. He's going to shoot it off to Oliver, who pushes through a tackler and gets a first down and more. Gain of 13 on the play. Great job there by Oliver. And now we're going to come out offset I formation. You got Ham and Jones in the backfield, it looks like. And it's going to go across the middle to Naylor, who's got a first down and more. That's going to be a gain of 15. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 45. And suddenly this Vikings offense is showing signs of life. They had life and went dormant, and now they're coming alive again, but maybe a little too late. And McCarthy's going to air this one out, and he's going to have Ty Felton again, it looks like. We got injury on the play, but Felton with a huge gain of about 25, 30 yards there. And it's 1st and 10 now at the 22. McCarthy's going to take the snap, hands it off to Jones, who gets no gain on the play. He makes it back to line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now, 8:17 to go. McCarthy takes it, throws it to Jefferson Mealy, who has no room or time to do anything before he's tackled by Aiden Hutchinson. So now it's 3rd and 12. McCarthy takes a snap, and he's going to have Hawkinson over the middle, and it's going to be a first down and more. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 3. He's going to hand it off to Mason, and there's a flag on the play. Illegal block in the back on the offense. Who did it? Adam Thielen, the most senior on the team. So now 1st and goal from the 13. He's got Jefferson, and it's going to be enough for... No, he's going to get stopped just short. It's going to be a 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Jefferson couldn't power his way in. So they're going to try a power run here. You got Ham and Jones is going to be met. And that's not Jones. That's Chandler. Why is Chandler in there? Now we bring in Mason. That's who we should have had in the first time. So 3rd and goal at the 4. We're going to throw it over to Mason, who's going to get met immediately for a loss of 4. So now it's 4th and goal. And we're going to go for it from the 8-yard line when we've done nothing but go backwards for 3 plays. And McCarthy's going to take a sack. That's a rookie for you. So 1st and 10 now, 5:56 to go, and the Lions have the ball at the 17, and Gibbs is just going to gash us. Makes Hitman Smith miss. Luckily, Isaiah Rogers is there to make a saving tackle, and Gibbs stumbled. But, man, that could have been a very long touchdown. So now here we go, 1st and 10 at the 33. Going to fake the handoff. This time you're going to pass, and they're going to have enough for a first down and more. It's 1st and 10 now at the 46. Set a man in motion. Top to the bottom. He's going to fake the handoff to Gibbs. He's going to throw it over to Gibbs, who's going to get met by Metellus. Or no, that's not Metellus. Who is 37? 2nd and 3 now. Gain of 7 on that play. Going to hand it off to Gibbs, who gets a first down and a gain extra of about 7. So it'll be 1st and 10 now at the 37. Going to hand it off. This one's going to go for a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Hand it off to Gibbs, who's going to get met almost immediately, and it's going to be, I think, no gain on the play. No, gain of 1, it looks like. 3rd and 5. And that pass got complete for another Lions first down. And we've got the timeouts, but that's pretty much the game. There's no chance of us doing a comeback now. 2-minute warning, 48-21 Lions.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Going to hand it off to Gibbs, who's going to get met immediately after a gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Going to hand it off to Gibbs again, who has room. He makes the tackle or miss, and it's going to be 1st and goal now at the 4. So now here's Detroit out. 48 seconds to go. 1st and goal at the 4. And Goff's going to take the snap, and it's going to be another Lions touchdown at the end of the game. And after that craziness that just happened, I can't believe we just had a return for a touchdown. It's now 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 30. They're going to hand it off to Gibbs, who's going to have an open lane up the middle. He's going to get to midfield. And that's probably going to do it. And it will. And the end of this one, Detroit 55, the Vikings 28. Okay, and now we have a receiver breakout part 2. Let's see what this is. I'm guessing it's Naylor. We had something with Naylor that I just didn't see when I was simming back to this when I recreated the franchise. Interesting. Filling room prep. We got to go talk to the press. He broken up on a sideline after this game. How can he rebound after such an emotional loss? We had a clear goal in mind heading into the game. I'm proud of how my teammates played. I just know I didn't contribute. You did, but hey, that could have been what cost us the game. I'll be back stronger. I won't let them down again. We know you won't. And then, do I care to comment? I'm going to take responsibility. That was my fault. You know the saying, any given Sunday, we need to refocus and learn for next week. So yeah, because he did a pretty good job. I mean, what was his stats? I mean, we could look real quick and see what the rushing stats was. So, oh yeah, not too well. 10 rushes for 20 yards. Yeah, our ground game was just completely grounded that time. Mason rushed 5 times. Brosmer had 1. Ham had 2. McCarthy had 5. McCarthy was a leading rusher with 47 yards. So that's not a good thing. And the next episode will be taking on the Baltimore Ravens at home. So hopefully we can get some things to turn around and maybe do a little bit better in that episode. But, rough episode again for us. That's the 7th loss of the season. I am going to start probably just doing like scoring drives for these as we get through the season because we know this defense is weak. We know McCarthy's not going to do well. It's essentially his rookie season. So I'm probably just going to be doing like scoring drives and stuff. I mean, if we have some good drives, we'll watch those. But I do want to start getting through these episodes quicker. Even when we start winning them, I don't want to spend time watching full games on every single game. The whole point is to do a rebuild and eventually get us to a Super Bowl. Hopefully. That's kind of the goal, and to get through multiple seasons and stuff like that. So at this rate where I'm doing, one episode a week, I'm going to probably start combining games a little bit. We'll watch a little bit of like 2 different games and episodes, or I don't know. I'm still got to figure that out. I mean, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I mean, if you prefer seeing full games, let me know. I just may need to start putting them out more often, I guess. Or if you guys like the idea of, maybe me changing kind of the type of broadcasting that I'm doing for you guys as far as how I do my franchises, thinking of changing that a little bit. So just leave me comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you liked or didn't like about this game. And as always, stay safe. Enjoy Football Sunday today. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell, like button if you haven't already. It really helps the algorithm to get this video out there to other Vikings fans so they can see the rebuild in progress, because it's going about as good as real life Vikings are doing. So hopefully we can turn that around a little bit quicker, or hopefully in real life they can too. But either way, that way we can hopefully get some wins on one side, both, or the other. But make sure you get people out there, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Skol. The stadium stands silent. The battlefield awaits. Shadows stir, legends awaken. Tonight, the clash begins. Join the Night Watch and let's sim the battle and rule the night together. Welcome to Night Sims.